Have you ever made a mistake while speaking English and felt embarrassed? Maybe you used the wrong word, or your sentence didn't make sense, and you thought, oh no, everyone must think I'm terrible at English.
If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Mistakes are a natural part of learning any language, but many English learners let their fear of mistakes stop them from improving.
In today's episode, we'll talk about how to overcome mistakes in English and use them as a tool to improve. We'll share practical tips, real-life stories, and mindset tricks that will make you more confident in your English journey.
And of course, we'll break down useful phrases and vocabulary along the way. So stay with us till the end. You won't want to miss this.
So, let's start with an important question. Why are people so afraid of making mistakes when learning English?
It's mostly because of fear. Fear of being judged, fear of looking silly, or fear of not being understood. But here's the truth. Even native speakers make mistakes all the time.
That's right. Think about when people talk fast in their native language. They sometimes use the wrong word or forget what they were saying. It's completely normal.
Exactly. And if native speakers don't let mistakes stop them, why should English learners? Instead of being afraid, we should see mistakes as stepping stones.
Let's look at a real-life example. Meet Sarah. She started learning English at the age of 25. At first, she was terrified of making mistakes. Whenever she spoke English at work, she kept her sentences short because she didn't want to sound wrong.
But then something changed. One day, she had to give a presentation. She made a mistake in pronunciation, but instead of panicking, she laughed and corrected herself. And guess what? No one cared about the mistake. In fact, her colleagues appreciated her effort.
That moment changed everything for her. She realized that mistakes are just a part of the process. Now, she speaks confidently, even if she still makes errors sometimes.
Sarah's story teaches us an important lesson. The only way to get better is to practice, make mistakes, and learn from them.
Now, let's talk about shifting your mindset. Instead of seeing mistakes as failures, see them as signs of progress.
Yes, every mistake you make is proof that you're pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. If you're never making mistakes, you're probably not challenging yourself enough.
Think about it like this. When you go to the gym, do you expect to lift heavy weights perfectly on the first try? No, you struggle, adjust, and get stronger over time. It's the same with English.
So, next time you make a mistake, instead of feeling bad, say to yourself, great, I just learned something new.
Now, let's get into the practical part. What can you do to stop being afraid of mistakes?
Here are some effective strategies. The more you speak, the more comfortable you'll become. Don't wait for your English to be perfect. Just start talking.
Yes. Imagine you're learning to swim. If you only read about swimming but never jump into the water, will you ever learn? No. You have to get in and practice.
When you make a mistake, write it down. Then find the correct way to say it and practice it a few times.
That way, instead of repeating the same mistakes, you'll actually improve.
Use the slow down technique. Many mistakes happen because we speak too fast. If you slow down, your brain has more time to think, and you'll make fewer errors.
Ask for feedback. Find a language partner, teacher, or even a friend who speaks English and ask them to correct you. The more feedback you get, the faster you'll improve.
Change the way you think about grammar. Many learners get stuck because they overthink grammar while speaking. Instead of trying to remember all the grammar rules at once, focus on communicating your message.
Now, let's look at some common mistakes English learners make and how to correct them. Mistake 1, using he go instead of he goes.
A lot of learners forget to add s to verbs in the third person. The correct way is he goes or she eats, not he go or she eat.
A simple trick to remember. If you're talking about he, she, or it, add an s to the verb. Mistake 2. Confusing. I have 25 years with I am 25 years old.
In some languages, people say, I have 25 years when talking about age. But in English, we say, I am 25 years old.
If you're talking about age, always use am, not have. Mistake 3. Using yesterday I go instead of yesterday I went.
Many learners forget to change the verb to the past tense. If you're talking about the past, use the correct past tense. I went, I ate, I saw.
Before we wrap up, let's talk about one final mindset tip. Don't aim for perfection, aim for progress.
Yes, many people wait until their English is perfect before speaking. But if you do that, you'll never start. Just speak, make mistakes, and improve as you go.
Think of mistakes as small bumps on the road, not roadblocks. They slow you down for a moment, but they don't stop you. Here's a list of difficult words from the podcast, along with their meanings and example sentences to help you understand them better. Embarrassed, feeling ashamed or shy because of something you did. Example, Sarah felt embarrassed when she forgot the English word she wanted to say. Terrified, extremely scared. Example, many English learners feel terrified when they have to speak in front of others. Colleagues, people you work with. Example, Sarah's colleagues appreciated her effort to speak English. Stepping stones, small steps that help you reach a goal. Example, mistakes are stepping stones to fluency in English. Mindset, the way you think about something. Example, if you have a positive mindset, you will learn English faster. Adjust, to change something slightly to make it better. Example, he adjusted his way of speaking after getting feedback. Judged, to form an opinion about someone or something. Example, she was afraid of being judged for her English mistakes. Terrified, extremely scared. Example, many people are terrified of public speaking. Panic, to feel sudden fear and lose control. Example, don't panic if you make a mistake while speaking. Struggle, to have difficulty doing something. Example, he struggled with English pronunciation at first. Hesitate, to pause before doing something because of uncertainty. Example, don't hesitate to speak in English even if you make mistakes. Aim to focus on a goal. Example, instead of aiming for perfection, aim for progress. Learning these words expands your vocabulary and makes your English sound more natural. Try using them in sentences or when practicing English conversations. Don't worry if you don't remember all the words at once. Repetition and practice will help.
So, what did we learn today?
First, mistakes are normal. Even native speakers make them.
Second, mistakes help you learn. Every mistake is an opportunity to grow.
Third, the more you speak, the more confident you'll become. Don't be afraid, just go for it.
We hope this episode gave you the motivation to overcome your fear of mistakes and keep learning English with confidence.
Remember, learning a language is a journey, not a destination. So enjoy the process.
Thanks for listening. See you in the next episode.
Bye for now.